The big question on everyone's mind, Brennan, is
Yes. Yes.
what name will you say to start off season 4 of Chit Chats? Do you have one in mind?
I do.
Okay, well, only one way to find out what it is. Welcome back to Chit Chats, everybody. My name is Antonio.
And I am the Elden Lord. And welcome back to Chit Chats. Nope.
That's
Let's have a chit chat. That's how
Mhm.
long it's been, dude. I'm out of practice.
I know. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I knew it was going to be Elden Ring related. I had
Well,
a feeling.
it's not like we've spent the last half hour figuring out technical difficulties and
Yeah.
me
Well,
playing Elden Ring in the
you
background.
discussing Elden Ring. Yeah. Yeah. And yeah. Welcome everybody to season 4 of Chit Chats officially.
Season 4.
It has been a long. It's been a while. It's been quite a while. Season 3 was kind of a weird season. It lasted almost 2 years. And I wasn't really sure when I was going to start season 4, to be completely honest with you. But I've been hankering to get back into some chit chats. I have I have some bones to pick with some episode ideas. And Brennan needs a beer, and that's how we roll on chit chats.
No, that's not what I.
But yeah, this is going to kick off season 4. Usually with each. Oh my gosh, he has a Guinness. Usually with the beginning of each season, we kind of talk about what's been going on in our lives and where we're at. It is still relatively close to the beginning of the year, so I figured this will still serve as a kind of looking back at 2024 kind of, or looking what are we looking forward to for 2025. We can talk about that kind of stuff. But let's start off with this question, Brennan. How have you been? How's life been going?
Nothing new.
Nothing new. Nothing new since the last
Nope.
episode, dude.
I'm still chugging along, man. Same old, same old.
Mm-hmm. But you've been grinding on Elden Ring as we discussed prior to.
Two achievements away.
2 achievements. How many achievements are there in the game?
Well, let's check, because in effect, I still have it fucking open.
Brennan having Elden Ring open. That's just like he just has it opened by default.
Yeah, there's 42 achievements, and I have 39 and 42.
Well, and Elden Ring is it's like, would you say it's like one of the hardest games of all time? Maybe that might be a stretch.
Yes and no.
Yeah,
it's definitely going to be one of the hardest games of all time to players who are not used to Souls-like games.
Okay.
But Elden Ring can be, depending on your play style and kind of how you choose to play, can be friendlier of a lot of the Souls games.
Okay.
Because if you don't know what you're doing and you go into this blind and have a really crappy build and character setup, it can be really hard. And there's a couple bosses in this game that are optional that can make it very, very hard. But actually, this game, especially now that I've been really looking into these Soulsborne stuff, is if you play it right, it is hands down one of the most forgiving games compared to the past games.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, so I think that's what I've heard about it actually. So
it all depends. If you're used to Souls-like games, this is probably one of the easier ones. If you aren't used to it, then it's definitely when I first started, this game was fucking hella hard, but then now, we talked about, I have over 215 hours in this game.
Yeah.
And I've already beat it once, almost beat it twice, going for a third time.
I have a feeling
my last two achievements are literally my last two are literally just to beat the game 2 more times. So
I feel like if I picked up, because I still have yet to play, I think, even one of the Souls games. I feel like if I picked it up, I would just no good things would happen. No good things would come of it. I'll tell you that.
I'm going down the Souls train right now. So I've played a shit ton of Elden Ring. I've done Bloodborne, which is a good one. It just sucks because it really needs an upgrade. Like people are begging PlayStation and Sony to make a remaster of Bloodborne.
Mm-hmm.
I have a friend who's gonna let me borrow Sekiko, which is one of their a little bit older games, and then I've played Dark Souls 3, but I haven't finished it. I have not played Dark Souls 2. I played Dark Souls 1 years and years and years ago, but I rage quit it because it was so because it was so hard. And so I want to try that one again, but Dark Souls 1 was really we're first getting into how the stuff works, and so it's of course one of the ones where there's still a lot of like things that they haven't figured out yet, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
And then there's Demon Souls too, which is like the first. And then I've also been playing another one that's not made by the same people, but it's really there's like so many games like this now. They're called Souls-like.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's like
this is just going to become the Souls episode.
No, we're not. I'll get past this, but it's just like I'm playing another one that's very similar in play style, but
yeah,
I haven't played a little bit of it because I've been playing so much Elden Ring. Anyways,
do you want to guess what? Well, I mean, okay. I just want to say this really quick. Do you want to guess what game I've been playing recently? Think of what is the polar opposite of Elden Ring?
Pikmin.
You're not far off. You're pretty darn close. I've been playing Mario and Luigi Brothership.
Oh, you started playing that?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
You know, I have mixed feelings about it. I'm going to be honest. I think it's pretty good. What experience do you have with the Mario and Luigi games?
We might be having some seizure. My light's going out.
Oh, I noticed that. Yeah, a little bit. I saw the blinking. I thought that was like something with my monitor.
No, I just keep forgetting to fucking change it. But I've only played one of them.
Okay, do you know which one?
Yeah.
Is it the one where
there's the one on the DS, if that helps.
There's two on the DS. There's one where you go. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it's Bowser's Inside Story, where you go inside Bowser.
Okay. Yep. It was that one then.
Yeah. Okay. That's that is a goated game. That is considered, I think, by many to be the best one. So you got a pretty good deal there. I would say Brothership is not quite as good as Inside Story. I'm only about halfway through, but it's pretty. It's good. It's all right. It's pretty okay. But anyway, that's what we've been up to.
Video games, shocker.
Video games, yeah. We're gamers. We have a lot of. I haven't uploaded them, any of them, but we have a lot of gaming related Chit Chats episodes that have yet to come out that I need to eventually put out there. I want to do a Switch 2 Direct reaction Chit Chats because that's coming out, I think, in like a month from the day we're filming this. So that'll be interesting. But that's I really quickly, as we typically do in these episodes, I want to talk about what went on in 2024 and to a maybe even a degree 2023, because we never did an episode where we talked about that. What was like, and we'll make this. Oh,
question in the back.
Well, yeah,
teacher.
Yeah.
This might be a dumb question, but I haven't done one of these episodes in a long time without my headset on. It doesn't pick up your voice through my end, does it?
No. I
don't think so.
No, you sound fine. Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, like you don't hear yourself talking or anything like that?
No.
Okay.
You're good.
I just couldn't remember how that worked.
If that was the case, I would have. Yeah, I would have mentioned it.
Okay. I just couldn't remember. Okay. Continue. Continue with the lecture, please.
Yeah. So I just want to talk about we'll just because I feel like it's a more we like to talk about our mainstream media on this show. What are some movies that you particularly liked from 2023 and 2024? Like what that you saw in the last couple years. And
fucking remember that long? No.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah, I mean, more so it could be 2024, but just because I want to round it out more so. Like we didn't talk about 2023. I'll start. There was the whole Barbenheimer thing in 2023.
Oh, Barbenheimer.
Yeah, that was an interesting little
Right.
movie going trend for a while there. Did you end up seeing both movies?
I haven't seen either one.
You haven't seen either one? You haven't even seen Barbie? No. Dude.
I think I saw parts of Barbie because I think my aunt was playing it at her house on Thanksgiving.
Okay.
But I didn't watch all of it.
Yeah. I mean,
I think the only part I remember watching was the part where she meets fucking crackhead Barbie or whatever.
Oh, the like wacky
strange Barbie or whatever.
Yeah. That's a good moment. I think that's the only. Yeah, no. They're both very, very, very good movies. Very different movies, but both very good movies.
I'm gonna watch them at the same time. Watch one with this eye, one with this eye, and see.
Yeah. Hey, a lot of people did the whole double feature.
How does Oppenheimer lead in the Barbie? No?
Yeah. Well, you either. I mean, I guess that's kind of the optimal way to see those movies, right? Is you go from Oppenheimer to Barbie because Barbie's a little bit more like, oh, silly, goofy, wacky, while Oppenheimer's like, oh shit, you know what I mean? I don't know. No, they're like, it's just funny. I think it's funny how like everyone's like, oh my god, this is going to be the next Barbenheimer. Like they were saying that about like Mufasa and Sonic.
Oh yeah,
because those movies came out on the same day, and I'm just like, no, I don't know, but those were two. Yeah.
Nothing will beat a fucking movie about a cartoon character coming to life and them creating the first fucking nuclear bomb.
Yeah.
That's not on the same page.
No, yeah. Yeah, that's what made that whole thing like so viral, was like they were two very different movies. It's kind of like when like Animal Crossing New Horizons and Doom Eternal, I think, came out on the same day. I'm pretty sure that's what happened.
And that is a perfect example because some of the fucking memes that we got and still get to this day of fucking Isabel and the guy from Doom is like the best fucking.
It's so good. It's so good. But that's another movie that I just said. Sonic. We saw Sonic.
That
3.
was a bomb fucking movie.
That was quite a good movie.
Definitely. I will hands down say one of my favorite movies that came out this last year.
Yeah. Well, and it's funny because like it's not usually like, I feel like towards the end of the year I always kind of forget what movies came out. I'm trying to think what movies came out in 2024. I know there was Deadpool and Wolverine.
I'm looking up a fucking list. Oh,
that was a good one. Oh my gosh. There was some other Marvel shit that came out, I feel like.
Oh yeah.
Like, right? Was that the only Marvel movie that came out in 2024? There's no way. There's no way that was the only one. Because I know we just had Captain America. I don't give a shit about that movie. I'm sorry.
Wow.
But what else did we have in 2024? I really don't remember.
I'm looking. There was Nosferatu. I haven't seen that one yet.
Wait, that did come out last year. I thought it came out. Yeah. No. I'm just going all over the place now. Five Nights at Freddy's came out in 2023.
Dude, I actually enjoyed that movie. I thought it got way too much fucking hate. Was it perfect? No. I thought it was pretty good. Oh, Wicked came out this.
Oh yeah, that's right. I haven't seen that yet.
You haven't either.
Yeah, and that's a pretty big one. I mean, that was like people were just like constantly talking about that one. I'm not really like, I haven't really seen many musicals, so I'm not like a big musical guy. But
Better Man came out.
What?
Better Man, the guy the musician from the UK who for some odd reason made himself a monkey in his documentary.
I don't recall that at all. No,
you didn't see it? It was such a big thing. It's a documentary about
flew under the radar for me.
Robbie Williams. He's a British pop star, but he was like, it's one of those things they do where they talk about like how he came to be and shit like that. So like his story growing up and making music, but for some odd reason he made it to where his character is portrayed as a monkey.
That's a choice. That's a creative choice. Yeah, you got to respect it to some degree. I'm sure it made for a Very interesting movie. Um, what
Oh, you
else?
probably never saw it. The Alien Romulus came out. That was a good movie.
Yeah, I heard it was okay in
I
compare.
thought it was pretty good. I was like, some of the
Okay,
shit they did in it was really cool. Some of the special effects they did in it was really good.
okay, yeah. Well, are those movie? Isn't the whole thing with those movies is like the effects are all practical, like they didn't use CGI or something?
A lot of them are practical.
Okay, which is cool, and I respect that
Oh,
because it's really easy to do
dude,
CGI nowadays.
yeah.
Mhm.
One movie that I really enjoyed that was kind of a surprise for me, and I don't know, was Twisters, the random sequel to the original Twister all these years later.
Oh, that has Glenn Powell in it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was I went into that not sure what the fuck to think. I was just like, I want to watch it because it's on I've been hearing about it and it's on thing.
yeah,
It was on I think, Amazon Prime. I actually quite enjoyed that movie. I thought it was really good.
yeah. That's I I feel like the trailers didn't really do it justice. I don't know. I remember seeing trailers for that and just being like, eh.
Oh,
But
dude, if we're gonna start talking about fucking trailers that didn't do it justice, one of the best fucking movies that came out this year was Transformers One. But the goddamn
oh
advertisement for that movie
yeah.
was so terrible that nobody wanted to
Yeah.
see it.
I heard that. Well, I okay. I've never been super big into the Transformers movies, but I know that that one was pretty darn good from what I've heard.
Yeah.
Um but nah, I got to give those a shot, those are another I mean, you know me, I'm not like I'm not like, oh, Mr. Movie. But
Um, Terrifier 3 came out last
oh
year.
my god.
I saw that.
Dude, I saw Terrifier 1 and 2
Oh, did you
and
now? You've seen
yeah, I
Terrifier 1
did.
and 2
I
finally.
watched them on Halloween last year and Jesus Christ, dude. I
Oh, dude, 3 is even worse.
No, that's what I've heard and that's what makes me worried to watch 3. That's why I've avoided 3. But I don't know, sometimes I'm like, man, maybe I should just round out the trilogy. Those are
Antonio,
just
how could we forget
something else, man. What?
our favorite movie of this year?
Yeah.
We all of us went and saw it together, and we just absolutely loved it. We bawled, we cried our eyes out on
Yeah.
how fucking boring it was. Joker,
Joker
Full on.
2. Oh my god. I literally forgot about that. I did not remember
Oh,
that came out.
to explain things a little here, me, Antonio, and a bunch of friends, a lot of them who have been on Chit
Chit
Chats in the
Chats
past,
before, yeah.
we do movie groups. So a lot of times when these new movies come out, we go and see movies. We saw
Mhm.
Sonic 2, we saw Sonic 3, we saw Joker, Deadpool and Wolverine.
Mhm.
We're gonna go see as far as the plan is, we're still gonna go see Minecraft movie when it comes
Oh,
out.
yeah, we are. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And so, or who knows, Minecraft movie might be out by the time this has come out, but
Oh,
um,
right, true.
so we do these movie groups, and we went to go see the second Joker movie, and we were all just like bored as
Dude, it was just not good. Like I don't know what happened. Like the first one, I genuinely thought the first
I
Joker movie
really
was
liked the
good.
first one. I like
And
Joaquin
like
Phoenix as the Joker.
joke. Make fun of that movie all you want because it's like, oh, society, but I thought it was pretty darn good. And then the second one came out and I was just like, what the hell is this? you know?
My favorite part of the movie was sitting next to you and Camacho, and the three of
Yeah.
us just talking shit of the movie
Yeah.
the entire time.
It was just
I'll never forget when they're spoilers when they
I don't give a
started having sex in the fucking cell,
yeah.
and I just look over at you and you look at me and you quote that fucking animated video. You're like, "I'm the Joker, baby." I was like, that's the best part of this whole fucking movie right
Yeah.
there was Antonio making
Yeah.
jokes.
It's more fun to like that's why I like going in movie groups is because even if the movie's ass, you can still like make it a fun experience because you're all like joking around. Yeah. And so God, yeah, that was the only like I hated the movie. I loved seeing it with you guys. I thought that was fun. But
definitely definition of that.
yeah. And but yeah, other than that, like I can't remember. I remember seeing Ant-Man Quantumania last year. Or not last year, 2023. That was like
That was a big disappointment for me.
Yeah, that was kind of mid. Oh man.
Yeah, I'm still looking for all these fucking. I'm like, dude, there was so many. I forget how many fucking movies come out in a year.
Yeah, I know. Inside Out 2 came out last year. I thought that was
I haven't
pretty
seen
good.
that.
I thought that it's pretty good. I'd recommend it. It's definitely one of the better Pixar sequels that we've had. Um, yeah, that's kind of the gist of my movie going experience for the
Yeah, I'm trying to
last
remember.
year. Like,
Oh, we had Madam Web this year.
oh, the
That fucking.
Mario movie. I forgot about the
Oh
Mario
yeah,
movie.
we
Well,
went to the Mario movie
we did a
too.
whole chit chats where we talked about the Mario movie. I think
Oh, yeah, we
so.
did talk about it. The Garfield
Yeah,
movie came out.
the Garfield movie. I didn't see that. I didn't see the
I haven't
Garfield
seen it
movie.
either. I've seen parts of it. I heard it actually wasn't that bad.
Yeah, and I'm a Garfield fan. I'm a casual Garfield fan, so I feel like I might enjoy it. But yeah, Madam Web. I still haven't seen that. I'm on the fence about that. I mean, part of me wants to
No,
watch it for the meme, but
no,
part of
you
me,
don't need to. Honestly, I don't. Even, the only good thing that came out of that movie, and I'm not even trying to say this in a jerk way. I'm just saying, Sydney Sweetie does a good job.
yeah, I mean, yeah,
But
I'm sure she does. um,
it's one of those things where the actors were good, but they were given a shit script.
yeah. Well, and I
So
remember like they seemed really excited during like the press events and stuff, but it didn't matter.
oh yeah,
It didn't matter.
unneeded and very awkward Kung Fu Panda 4 came out this year.
Right. That's right.
That movie did not need to happen.
Dude, I feel like this last year was just like movies that are just like who
Weird
gives a
movies.
shit. Yeah.
Now we have even more. Oh, Harold and the Purple Crayon.
Harold and the Purple Crown, guys. Oh my god. Oh, and similarly, Shazam 2, Fury of the Gods. Anybody? Anybody?
Oh,
Anyone out there?
no, I forgot that movie even came out.
Oh, the fucking Flash movie. That was kind of weird.
The what movie?
The Flash.
The Who? No.
Who? There was fucking Blue Beetle. Anyone?
I thought that was
Anyone.
a TV show.
No, well, they're making it into a TV show, but it was a movie first, I think. Yeah, a lot of weird stuff. A lot of weird stuff. I'm sure. Yeah, I don't know, but really, but now that we discussed that, I want to shift over to games. I want to talk about games from the last couple of years. What were our top games? I mean, for me, I'm thinking like Pikmin 4, Super Mario Bros. Wonder, fucking Thousand Year Door remake. This is just all the Nintendo shit that I
don't fucking
indulge in.
remember all the games that have come out over this last 2 years.
There was Baldur's Gate 3. That was a big one. That was Game of the Year of
That was a big one.
23.
Yeah.
Balatro is like something else, man.
The Elden Ring DLC came out.
The Elden Ring DLC. Brennan, you would know a thing about that. Tears of the Kingdom. What did you think of Tears of the Kingdom?
I liked it, but I liked Breath of the Wild more.
Okay, that's kind of what I've heard. I mean, I've heard like they're both good for different reasons, sort of. I don't know.
Tears of the Kingdom was good, but it almost seemed like too forced of a sequel. Like, I feel like they didn't need to make a sequel with Breath of the Wild, but they were like, people really like the art style and the mechanics, so we need to make another one. And then they just found some way to make, especially because like someone like me who's been so big on like Zelda continuity for so long.
Yeah. That's not what they focus on at all, I feel like.
So many fans, including me, have just like accepted that like, because that we have an official timeline. We know where shit goes, and so people are like, here's the timeline, and then someone's like, off in a pocket dimension is these two.
Yeah. Well, and like they do shit with like Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity where it's like, oh, this is time travel. It's like, fuck you.
Yeah.
It's like,
although I'm not gonna lie, this might be slightly confidential. I had slightly more fun with Age of Calamity, Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity than I did with Tears of the Kingdom.
Dude, that's a hot take, I feel like. I mean,
just because, don't get me wrong, I loved Tears of the Kingdom. But like I said, I loved Breath of the Wild more. And I think the reason Tears of the Kingdom was so annoying for me was, yes, the new shit was crazy. I loved having the main floor, the underdepths, and the sky island. So there was so much more to explore.
Mm-hmm.
And I love like the new power ups and being able to like build things, like to build things, like attach things was really cool.
Yeah.
But Tears of the Kingdom was just like, it was just like, hey, we're gonna throw you back into the same world, but now there's up in the sky and underground,
Yeah.
and like all the shrines are back. Because we brought that back for some reason. Oh, and so are all 999 Koroks. We brought that back for some reason.
Very, very necessary.
We're going to completely ignore pretty much all the events of Breath of the Wild, like where the Divine Beasts go, where the Guardians go. Like, I think there is like technically some canon answer where like they were destroyed or like gotten rid of to like stop from something like Calamity Ganon taking them over from ever happening again. Or something like that.
Okay.
Which, like, I get, but at the same time,
like,
that's one of those things where it's like...
I feel like that's, like, hand-wavy, though. I feel like there's like, it's because they didn't want to get taken over. I don't know.
Yeah, and, like, so much lore that we get about, like, the champions and the ancient war, and then, like, it doesn't make sense / changes with, like, the lore we get.
Yeah.
In, like, the like, spoilers for you, I don't know if you've played the game or not, or
I haven't...
ever will.
It's fine.
But like,
go ahead, dude.
Some of this like time continuity shit pisses me off because they really showed it like it's supposed to be a sequel, especially with like how things are set, I guess. But like, long story short, Zelda gets sent back in time to like one of the original what I think is supposed to be like reincarnations of Hylia, or at least in this world versions of Hylia. I don't know. They rarely ever talk about like. That's why this has to be like its own timeline, separate pocket dimension, because they rarely ever talk about Hylia. They rarely ever talk about the three gods, other than like, of course, things being named after them.
Right.
But she gets sent back in time and meets like what I think is supposed to be one of the first like incarnations of Hylia, and then like a guy named Rauru, which we know is like the light sage.
Yeah. In
like other games, and then like all this shit, but then like. The Master Sword gets destroyed because it gets like rotted by the Calamity. But then it gets back in time, and Zelda sacrifices herself to rebuild it by becoming this like dragon thing. And I'm just like, if she was this, where was all this happening, or how is all this conveniently hidden during Breath of the like? I'm like, it's really confusing. Unless they want to say Age of Calamity is also part of it, and maybe this new timeline is like a world where like after Age of Calamity when they fix things because the timeline, or I don't know. That's why like none of this makes sense to me.
Well, I just feel like anytime you have to be like, oh, this is an alternate timeline, it's like you lost me. It's like I feel like it's like that's fine if you want to do that, but like don't make it its own thing. Don't make it the main series. You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't know. Like I'm not even like that big of a Zelda guy, but like that's just like. I feel like with any franchise, I feel like that's kind of how I feel, you know?
And I'm sure there's some fucking even bigger Zelda fan than I am that would fucking call me out and be like, but this is how it's connected and shit like that. And I'm like, well, fucking make it easier, dude. Like, well, this is...
yeah, I mean...
Here's the Kingdom is a great game, don't get me wrong, but there's so much shit in it that they did that makes events of Breath of the Wild obsolete. That you're just like... Is this supposed to be a direct sequel? Is this in its own timeline? Like, yeah, like what happened?
Yeah, it shouldn't be like a thing where you have to put the pieces together so intricately. In my opinion, I feel like it should be more like, because I feel like at that point it's like, you know, well, okay, I don't know. It's just kind of like kind of lame. Like, yeah, I don't know. That being said, I have not played a lot of Tears of the Kingdom, so I don't really know. But as I was telling you earlier, I have been playing Mario and Luigi Brothership, which has been interesting. What do you think of Echoes of Wisdom? I don't know if you've played it yet, but what do you think? I haven't played it yet.
I haven't bought it. I need to buy it.
Yeah, I've heard it's not bad. I've heard it's like kind of good. So
I've heard a lot of mixed opinions on it. I've heard a lot of people say it's pretty good. I haven't heard anything bad. That's good. I've heard a lot of people saying that like it's good, and I'll probably being like, yeah, you know, it's not bad. Yeah. It's not terrible.
Right. I feel like at worst it's like it's like unpolished, if anything.
Yeah. You know? No, yeah. I didn't, and like I'm excited. Like it's cool. I think I'm just like the same time, a little annoyed that like this is the first game where we actually get to play as Zelda. Like, I really wish the first game that we would have actually got to play as Zelda, we could have, like, it could have been like a 3D Zelda game, like not none of the 2D Zelda build shit with a wand. Like I think because like especially Age of I know the Age of I mean the Hyrule Warrior games aren't canon, but like in the original Hyrule Warriors and Age of Calamity, we see how cool and like how they can make Zelda a badass when fighting. Like even in Age of Calamity, before she got her power, she was still like smart enough to use the tablet in cool ways to like fight. But then once she gets her power, she's a fucking badass.
Yeah. I mean, and here's the thing: is like a lot of people have been kind of having discourse about like, what are they gonna do with the next 3D Zelda? Like, is it gonna be open world again? Is it gonna be more traditional? Like, what are they gonna do?
I really want a traditional Zelda.
Well, that's the thing is like. I feel like, and I don't know how you feel about this, but I feel like if they just like flat out went back to the traditional formula, it would feel kind of like a downgrade a little bit. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm not saying it would be bad. I just feel like I
want them to find like a good mix between like the new stuff and the old stuff.
Yeah, I feel like that's kind of what they have to do.
Fine with the open world, but like if we could go back like a continuous like make sense story where like maybe we would go back to like. Oh, there's like just dungeons again, and like, you have to do this and this, and you get items at dungeons, but like still find a way to keep it open world and like very obviously running the new because the next Zelda game is going to be on Switch too. There's no denying that. You know?
No, for sure. Oh yeah, and no, I think you're right, and I was going to say really quick, I feel like maybe, because you're saying maybe have a Zelda game where you play as Zelda, like a 3D one. That could be a way that they could kind of make it a little bit more interesting if they had you able to play as Zelda. I don't know.
Yeah.
But that moves into, you know what? We'll pick it up now. I want to talk about like what are we looking forward to going into 2025, and one thing that I'm looking forward to. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And you took the words right out of my mouth. Yeah, they just
for me, there's no fucking hiding it. My fucking favorite region is Kalos.
Oh, really? I actually didn't know that was your favorite, like, hands down favorite region. It
has my favorite starter in it, Froakie.
Right. Mm-hmm.
It has my favorite mechanic, which is finally fucking returning after years. Mega Evolution.
Pretty much everyone's favorite mechanic. Let's be honest.
Yeah. And so no, I'm so buying this. Even like I'm probably gonna have to fucking buy Switch 2, which is gonna suck. But
okay,
I'm so excited for this game.
I don't think you will. I'm like pretty sure. I mean, you
are gonna be a dual release.
What?
Is it gonna be a dual release?
Well, I think it'll definitely be on the regular Switch, because I think they've already like opened the pre-orders up for it for the regular Switch.
I mean, I don't see how it can't because it already looks like it's gonna be big, but it also looks like it's gonna be smaller than like Legends Arceus.
Yeah, probably.
Because like it looks like
I don't know. Relatively,
I think they're containing it to Lumiose, but they're trying to make it to where it's like it's so many years in the future that Lumiose is like extreme expanded. You know,
right, and that's the interesting thing about that is like I'm curious when exactly it takes place because like it's. To me, it's like, because at first I thought it was like, oh, it's Pokemon Legends, as in like the legend of like the past. Like, okay, all these games are going to be in the past. But that doesn't really seem to be the case. This seems to take place in like shortly after X and Y because AZ is there and he's got his Floette. And
yeah, he's definitely older because he's like, now he's walking around with a cane and shit.
Yeah.
But like But then again, is he like cursed? What is this thing? Like, is he cursed with immortality or something like that?
I don't know. It's been a while since I played those games. I don't recall.
Because he was alive for over 3,000 years. That's the whole thing. Is like it's been 3,000 years. You know, when he's holding his Borat and shit.
Yeah. See, I thought it would have been cool, and I don't know if this would work necessarily canonically, but I thought it would have been cool if it took place like before the big Pokemon War or whatever.
Dude, the fucking war with like the great weapon and shit, like the whole reason that he exists.
That's
and,
what
like,
I thought they were. Yeah, that's what I thought they were gonna do.
Cool.
Yeah, but I don't know. Maybe it'll still be cool. Maybe there'll be some reference to it.
I'm still very excited. I'm definitely going to play this.
Oh yeah, no, I'm very
someone
excited.
who never beat / fully played Legends Arceus because of the stupid shit that happened on my Switch. So.
Oh yeah, wait, didn't your save data get deleted or something like that?
I was like 10 hours in or something like that, and
Yeah,
then I just went on one day and my save data got deleted for some reason.
yeah, that
And
sucks.
I just never picked it up again.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean,
no,
I don't blame you.
that's a lie. I picked it up and started playing it again, but I got to a certain point where I'm just like, I don't feel like doing all this shit again.
Yeah, no, I get it. It is a little, it can be a little tedious. I actually just replayed through the game to kind of like get me ready for Legends ZA. Um, and I mean, it helped that I hadn't played it in like 3 years, but there's some parts of that game that are like a little tedious. Um, but yeah, so going into 2025, that's definitely one of like the top games that I'm looking forward to. Um, what else is coming out this year other than, I mean, like the Switch 2 in general, the new Mario Kart game that
I
I'm
know one
excited
thing
for.
I'm excited for.
Is it Elden Ring related?
Elden Ring Night Rain.
Oh my god. Wow, shocker. What is it?
Elden Ring Night Rain. It's like a kind of like a battle royale / roguelike for Elden Ring. And it's gonna be
Interesting. Okay.
either by yourself or you with two other players.
Is it
You
DLC?
pick No, it's an own game.
Oh.
Um, but you and either yourself or two other players, you pick a class. So there's different classes. There's like Huntress,
Mm-hmm.
Maiden, other things,
Yeah.
and you and like I said, either you or with two other friends, you have to survive 3 days and 3 nights in like a randomly generated world that looks very Elden Ring like. And you kill bosses, and they'll drop weapons and shit like that. And then you try to survive the 3 days, and then different bosses from different games will spawn. So like we already know there's Elden Ring bosses in there, but during the trailers we've seen and from the private test beta that came out a little while ago that some people got to play,
Mm-hmm.
there's bosses from like Dark Souls 3 and older games in this game.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
That sounds fun. I did not know that was coming out.
so I'm excited for that. I think that comes out in April, I want to say.
Okay. That's pretty hype. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So,
Well, and like I think Monster Hunter Wilds just came out like literally the other
yeah.
day. Like I heard I mean that's probably pretty damn good if I'm guessing. But other than that, like I can't think of many other things that are coming out
I
for
can't think of it.
gaming. But we could also let's talk about movies, and you already talked about it a little bit. And this will be the last thing that we talk about before we get into the other thing I wanted to do for this Chit Chats. But you already talked about it earlier. The Minecraft movie's coming out. I'm super excited for that. I'm not gonna lie, just because I feel like it's just going to be just a fucking
Like
wild ass ride, dude.
so cringy, it's gonna be great.
Yeah,
Like I
no,
feel like it's gonna be so fucking like, what the fuck is this? That we're gonna love it.
it's just like yeah. I mean,
Did you
I'm
see
not even
that-
gonna
Have
say
you
it's
seen the trailer of fucking what's their name? Fucking hitting the villager with their car.
Jennifer Coolidge, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
I
God.
saw that
Are
shit.
you
Dude.
okay?
Yeah. Huh. Yeah, it's just, I don't know, man. I'm not even going to say it's going to be a bad movie. Like, I feel like it's like almost like a Sonic situation, right? Where it's like, yeah, it looks like it could be pretty bad, but maybe it'll be weirdly charming. Or like, Mario
Yeah,
movie. I don't know.
I will after, especially after Sonic 3, I will arguably
Yeah.
say that these fucking Sonic movies have been one of the like surprise like best video
Yeah.
game adaptation things that we've gotten.
Mhm.
And like won't spoil anything just in case. But
Yeah.
the ending for Sonic 3, holy fuck, I cannot wait for the next 2 years to come
Oh, yeah.
and pass so we can
Yeah.
get the next one.
I know, me too. And our butts will be seated for
In
that
that
fucking
theater.
movie, dude. I'm pumped, man. Yeah, and the Minecraft movie looks like it'll be very interesting. I mean, even from the first trailer, dude, I was just like, "Oh, this is going to be something. Something special." But what else is coming out this year? I know Thunderbolts is coming out.
Second Friday Night at Freddy's is coming out this year.
Five Nights at Freddy's 2?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that'll be interesting.
They've already started filming.
Yeah.
Excited for that.
Uh-huh.
I'm actually really excited for Thunderbolts. Honestly, the trailers look
No, I
really
am
good.
too. I think that'll be a good Marvel movie. I'm just gonna come out
So
and say it. I was saying earlier. I can't bring myself to care about Captain America, Brave New World. Like,
from what I've seen, is that people are still saying go see it because it is a good movie. Like it's a good watch. It's just like people are mad because literally this whole movie is like Sam Wilson's Captain America. He finally gets his own movie,
yeah,
but literally all they used this movie for was a explanation slash like here's what happened afterwards sequel to the 2006 Hulk movie and the
yeah.
Eternals movie.
Well, that's the thing is like, which are like two movies that like, who gives a shit about those? I'm sorry. Um, I mean, I'm not, no offense to anyone that does. I'm just saying, like, why? And that's the thing is I'm not disinterested in the movie because of like Captain America, Sam Wilson. Like that's cool that he got his own movie. It's just like, from everything I've seen, it's just like, it just doesn't look like it's that interesting to me. I don't know, man. And from what I've heard, I mean, that's interesting that you say that. From what you've heard, people actually kind of like it because like I've not really heard that. I've heard like kind of the opposite. But
I'm not saying people like it. I'm just saying people are saying it's worth the watch because like there is the good parts to it.
well, yeah. I mean, every
Like,
Marvel movie has good parts. I feel like.
well, I mean,
like oh, every Marvel movie has like the cool action. It's like that's not impressive. I don't know anymore. I don't know. Maybe I'm being too critical. But I don't know. Maybe I'll see it at some point when it's on Disney Plus. That's kind of
yeah, I'll probably just watch it. I'll probably just watch it when it comes.
That's kind of how I am with the Marvel movies. What else is coming out this year? I don't even know. I think Wicked Part 2. That's cool.
Wicked Part 2. I don't know if it's coming out this year, but the creator for Terrifier has confirmed Terrifier 4 is in the works.
Oh, that's just wonderful. That's just wonderful news. I need to catch up. I need to see 3. The Superman movie looks good.
That's right. The DC, the new DC universe kicks off this year.
Yeah, which is going to be really interesting. I feel like it's going to be a decent, like, it's going to be...
I'm excited. I know that people are fucking critics, but I think that just DC needed somebody like, what's his name? Kevin Feige. How Kevin Feige helped, like, kind of keep Marvel on wraps. Like, I think James Gunn will finally be someone that could help.
Yeah, because I'm going to be honest, like, the other DC universe they tried doing, the extended universe, it just did not feel like it was just exciting. I don't know. It was just like, it just felt like a mess. I mean, I'm far from the only person that has said that, but like, just every DC movie I've seen, I'm just like, I mean, I'm not saying that they're all bad. Like, there's good ones, but like,
no, I will go down on this hill. I enjoyed the first one, Aquaman. I really, really enjoyed the first Aquaman movie.
You know what? I enjoyed it too. I did see the first.
I actually really liked the first Wonder Woman movie too.
I've yet to see that, but I've heard that one's. I've heard that one's good too.
During like World War II.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I've heard that
one's
good.
Than that, I liked. I'm actually one of those few who actually I actually really liked Man of Steel. I didn't think it was that bad.
Okay, I've heard there's mixed opinions on that one, but yeah.
Yeah, I think it got more hate than it needed, but other than that, I never really liked a lot of it. I'm
trying to even think which ones I saw. I don't even think I saw many of them.
I'll tell you right now, the only like true peak section that ever came out of these fucking movies, and I feel bad saying this because I know that the creator was an asshole, but when Zack Snyder got his Justice League taken away.
Yeah.
And then Josh Whedon, I think his name was.
Yeah.
Made that other Justice League that we got. I've seen both. I did like Zack Snyder's more. It wasn't as good as I was hoping it would be, but I definitely liked it more.
Right.
But the one thing that Josh Whedon's had that was fucking far superior was not only music choreography and like music choice, but that opening scene watching Metropolis like fall to hell because Superman was dead was like one of the best fucking like interpretations of like a DC comic moment I've ever seen.
Yeah. Okay.
Watching just like the world actually mourning because Superman was dead and seeing like vandalism go up and like cops not being able to handle all of it and like them waving the big flag over the bridge and like and like the homeless person with the sign saying what would Superman do and shit like that. Like
that was in which version?
That was in Josh Whedon's. That was in the one that he took before Zack Snyder got to remake it and then released it on HBO.
Right. I did see that one. I did see the Joss Whedon version, mainly because I wanted to see one of them, and I was just like, 4 hours? Isn't this Zack Snyder version like 4 hours? Something like that.
It's long as hell.
I was just like, that's crazy. I'm not saying like that means it's like, oh my god, I would never watch it. I'm just saying like I was just like, man, I don't know if I want to like sit and watch a 4 hour movie right now. I put on the other one and I was just like, this is okay. It's fine, you know. But I don't remember the opening scene. I might have kind of not been paying super close attention at that part. But yeah, but no. The Justice League. I'm optimistic for this this new like set of the DC universe, like with starting with Superman.
I want the first canon thing for this universe, which would be the Suicide Squad cartoon that the
cartoon
that they made. Yeah,
I did not.
So
see that.
confirmed that the cartoon is canon to this universe.
Interesting. Is the cartoon out?
Yeah, it's been out for a while now.
Oh, I didn't.
Or no, not Suicide Squad. Sorry, not Suicide Squad.
Oh, I don't even.
It was called like Monster Force. It was like it was a sequel to the second Suicide Squad movie we got, not the old one with like Will Ferrell.
Will Smith. Will Smith.
Yeah, it was a sequel to the second one we got. And then this is about how like a new thing arose, but like half the people from the original Suicide Squad are either dead or have like moved on. Mm-hmm. So they create a new task force called Monster Team or something like that. And it's like
I did kind of hear about this.
Yeah, Frankenbride, the Weasel, Robot. I can't remember his name, like DG Robot or something like that.
Yeah.
And then like Dr. Phosphorus and like all like just like more like mutated monster versions of people. Mm-hmm. It was really good. But James Gunn's already confirmed that is technically canon to like the story he's building.
Yeah. Sorry, speaking of James Gunn, I completely forgot to talk about this when we were talking about movies that came out in the last couple of years. Guardians of the Galaxy 3, I thought was really damn good.
One of the best Marvel movies that came out in the last year.
Dude, that shit like tugged at my heartstrings, man. That was it was weirdly like an emotional kind of movie at parts, but very, very good. But yeah, anyway, sorry. But yeah, I'm very interested to see. I did not know that cartoon had already come out. I had heard that it was going to be made, but I didn't know it already came out.
I think it ended like a month ago.
Right. Interesting. Okay, well, yeah, so needless to say, you know, there's some stuff that's coming out in 2025 that's going to be interesting. But with that, Brennan, I want to move on to kind of the final closing segment of this Chit Chats. I mean, we've already been going on for a while. I don't know how long this next segment's going to take, but we'll find out. I want to do something a little interesting here. So, you know, this is, you know, like a kind of a more like recap-esque Chit Chats episode. You know, we're kind of like, oh, looking at the past, but also looking towards the future. But in terms of looking at the past, I think it would be fun. You know, we've done plenty of tier lists on this show. You know, and you've been here for pretty much all of them. I want to look back at every single tier list that we've done in the last like 3 or 4 years and just basically see like how our opinions lie now compared to when we made them. Because I feel like that might be fun. So I am going to pull up my stream here. I have every Chit Chat, or not Chit Chats, every tier list that we made that even if you weren't there for them, I have them here. And we're just going to kind of see right off the bat. This is the first one that we ever did on Chit Chats, the fast food tier list,
which we've actually redone already recently.
Yeah, we've done a revised version for another one of my channels, Tonyverse Extras, and very different list here from what we have in that one. Yeah, Five Guys at S tier. I think that's the only thing at S tier. Like, I don't remember feeling that strongly about Five Guys.
I mean, yeah, even now I'm like, really?
Yeah.
Like, I'd still say maybe at least A or B tier, like probably high, like maybe like mid A, but like,
yeah, which I think
Yes.
I think is where we put it in the other one. I want to pull up our old tier list, or not the old tier list. I want to pull up the one that we made recently to kind of compare where we put everything there to here. Let me see. That and then it's gone. Okay. Where is it? Where is it? Okay. So, okay, weirdly enough, in the one that we made last year, we put the only thing we put in S tier was I think McDonald's. Oh, McDonald's and Taco Bell. Those were the only things we put in S tier. We did put Five Guys in A. We also didn't some of the restaurants we put in this list we didn't put in the one from last year. Like we didn't include Papa John's in the one from last year. Panda Express was A. Well, okay. Regardless of what we did last year, is there anything that's like standing out to you from this list that you would change? Like any one thing in particular?
No, not really. Honestly, I'd say this list is for this one still not super accurate. I mean, it's still pretty accurate. I just say probably I don't understand the Five Guys and S, but that's probably about it.
I was gonna say I would move Panda Express up because I feel like C tier is like that's kind of harsh. But
yeah, if you want to hear this whole conversation, Antonio just posted a video of us talking about it on one of his channels.
That's right. I did. Yeah, I like an isolated clip of it. Yeah. But yeah, no, go watch that. Anyway, okay. Well, let's move on to the next one here. We have the snack food tier list. So, let's see here. Okay. S tier looks fine. A tier looks fine. B tier. Yeah, this one I feel like we kind of nailed it. I'm just going to say it. I don't see anything that I would change.
Yeah, sorry, hold on.
Are you able to see it?
Yeah, no, I'm
okay.
Trying to respond to a message.
Oh, okay, word.
But let's see. Cheez-Its, jerky, Doritos. Oh, the sweet chili Doritos, though.
Yeah, those are bomb.
Those are.
I would move the classic Doritos down personally. I'm not as big a fan of that, but they're good. Probably in B. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm actually pretty chill with this list too, I think.
Yeah.
I personally like Corn Nuts more, so I would personally move Corn Nuts up just because, like...
You know what? I think I remember having this discussion when we made this list because I think I was the one that advocated to put them lower. So... You know what? If we were making it today, I'd let you put Corn Nuts higher. I'll just say that much.
But other than that, no, that's not bad.
All right, well, let's move on to the candy tier list. This one we made with Donovan, but I don't care about his opinion. No, I would not put Skittles at A or S. I feel like that's really high for Skittles. I don't know.
Ow!
Bless you. Brennan was allergic to that.
I totally leave Skittles an S, dude. No. Skittles is a fucking S tier.
Okay, I like Skittles, but like I wouldn't say I love Skittles. Like that's I don't know, but that's just me. Sour Patch Kids definitely S for me.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
I might put Twix in S. I really like Twix. Actually, recently
I would do. Oh yeah, I love Twix. I totally move Twix.
Yeah. Other than that,
I'm not the biggest fan of Snickers, so Snickers would be like an A tier for me.
Okay, that's fair.
And I'd rather put like a Jolly Rancher in S tier for me because that's like my kind of candy.
Yeah.
But
okay.
Other than that, no, I still pretty much agree with why did we put Twizzlers in C tier?
Twizzlers in C tier? Oh, I'm not like the biggest fan of Twizzlers. They're okay. I don't know. I don't think I'm a big licorice guy. I feel like I'm just kind of like, it's fine. Three Musketeers I would move down. I'm not like the biggest fan of Three Musketeers. Well, maybe not down that far.
I've kind of grown away from Three Musketeers.
Yeah, it's whatever. Anyway, okay. Let's move on to
look at your phone real quick so you can just see what something important. I just want to let you know.
Oh, okay, word. Okay. Yeah. Okay, we'll try to make this quick. Okay. Zelda game tier list.
Ooh. Ooh.
So yeah, this one's all you, man. I don't know. I don't think Minish. I feel like Minish Cap being at S is like that's kind of a lot. I don't know.
No, I'm fine with it there. Honestly, I still think it's the best 2D Zelda.
Okay, yeah, you know what? That's fair. I'm not saying it's bad. I like Minish Cap a lot. I just feel like, yeah, no, sure, yeah, I don't know.
The only thing that like pains me still is like, so like honestly for the S tier stuff, I agree because like Majora's Mask, Ocarina of Time, fucking absolute classics. Of
Yeah,
course, I am not gonna fight at all for fucking Twilight Princess,
yeah,
my fucking baby being in
yeah,
S tier. So I'm not complaining about that. Minish
yeah,
Cap,
yeah.
best 2D Zelda.
Uh-huh.
Breath of the Wild, like I said, Breath of the Wild I like more in Twilight than Tears of the Kingdom, so it like redefined Zelda. So
Yeah.
that one I'm definitely being in S tier.
Uh-huh.
Honestly, I've had the chance to play it recently, and
Uh-huh.
honestly, I would put Wind Waker at like a low S.
Okay.
I've
Yeah.
really been enjoying Wind Waker again recently, but
Yeah,
other than that,
that's
the
fair.
only thing that makes me mad is having Skyward Sword in D tier, and that's just because
Oh,
the
Teen.
the, the story, the story and the art style for me is like B and A tier, but the
Yeah.
mechanics and a lot of the little nitpicky things is what keeps it down so low.
Yeah, that's
Well,
fair.
I'd say maybe if I could make this list myself, I'd put it in like a C tier, like high C,
Yeah.
but like nothing higher than that. And I still haven't played the other Oracles game, so
Okay. I'm kind of surprised. I'll say this. I'm kind of surprised Phantom Hourglass is above Spirit Tracks because I've mainly heard it the other way around. But I don't know. That's
I don't know.
all.
I feel like that's something Donovan would have done.
Yeah. No, Donovan didn't make this list with us. I think it was just me, you, and Dean.
Was
And,
it? Oh, it's right.
and by that I mean it was mainly you and Dean.
Yeah.
But anyway, okay. Well, let's move on to the Mario game tier list. I remember this one.
Oh, this one I couldn't
Heavily-
help with. This one I didn't help with a bunch. I only did part of these.
Right. I feel like okay. I feel like yeah. No. I mainly agree with all of this.
Yeah, I don't see anything. I don't see
No, I
anything
feel
here.
like we were pretty spot on with this one. I feel like some people would probably argue 64 would go in S. I feel like it's a little the mechanics are a little outdated for that, but it's not bad, obviously. No, other than that, I feel like we kind of nailed this one, so that's good. Good job, 2022 us. Okay, Christmas song tier list. I don't fucking know. I don't even know why we did this. But I don't even know what like half of these songs are. So I'm just going to say looks pretty good. All right. Pokemon main series games. This one is outdated because there have been ones that have come out that we have not that are not in this. But I would put Legends Arceus in S and I'd put Scarlet and Violet in B or C probably.
Yes, and
Yeah.
for me, I think Legends would probably be like a high A.
That's fair.
But it's
But you haven't played it.
Even though my experience of it was really bad, that doesn't disqualify from the fact that it was a really cool game and like
It's really cool.
I'm really excited for the future of like the Legends name because I think that's probably
too.
what they're gonna do now. I think they're gonna keep like it kind of separate where like Pokemon games will be like if they make any more classic Pokemon games like another like either remake or something like that.
Yeah.
They'll probably keep it like that and like classic style, but if they're going to keep making these games like this, they'll probably keep calling them Pokemon Legends.
Yeah.
Like I think that's like a new class of game they're going to try to go with.
Yeah, I agree. Which is cool.
So even though my experience with it was not that good, I can't deny that it was a good game, but it's just there was the little things, which is like the reason I never played it again.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah,
but I'd still definitely say it's a high rewarding game. I would say high A for me, but I would also accept low S.
Mm-hmm. It's just I just think the gameplay is just so like I just think it's one of the most fun I've had playing a Pokemon game.
Yeah, for me, some of the best games I ever played will always be fucking Alpha Omega and
well, yeah, those are just classics.
Those are fucking those are peak, dude. I love. I can't even describe my love for those games.
Yeah,
they took like everything I loved from X and Y, and then everything I loved from wanting a Hoenn remake, and put it into one.
Yeah. Okay, I would move Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl down. I feel like those are Too high. B is too high for those games. I'm sorry.
We put Brilliant Diamond and Shining. Did we really?
Yeah, we did in B tier.
What the fuck? What were we smoking, dude?
I don't know. Those are such weird games for me. Like they're just. I don't
like
know,
them, but I don't. It's like we're not gonna get into this because we have so many things to go to. But all I'll say is like during the battle cutscenes and during battles, it's literally like showing us what they had the potential to do, and then it would go back to like the gameplay, and you're like, oh yeah, they went this way.
Yeah, it's just I don't know. It's just not the best. Okay, moving on to the cracker tier list. I would not put club crackers in S. I'd
like the cracker tier.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who the fuck? I don't remember. Who put those fucking things down in stupid dumbass?
I don't remember. I don't even remember having that in this. And then, yeah, I don't know, man. This is just...
Yeah, no. Crackers would not be S tier. I don't know who the fuck put those in S tier.
Yeah. We did this one. It was me, you, and Cody did this one. So I'm going to guess he
was there
advocated for those. Yeah, he was the one that like requested that we do this. So
I don't fucking remember doing this at all. I must have been drunk.
You were on autopilot. You were just on autopilot. Okay. Fruit tier list. Sure. I don't know.
Oh God. For me, pineapple would be down now just because I've gotten sick of it.
Oh, that sucks. I love pineapple, dude.
It's still like high tier, but it'd be like A, not an S tier.
Yeah. Okay.
Other than that, why is there fucking pickles?
I don't know. I feel like I don't remember if I made this or if this was like a pre-made one. I think I made this one. I don't know why pickles are on it.
No, honestly,
coconut would probably be lower for me. I don't know why it's A tier. It's like kind of high, but whatever. Okay, moving on. Nintendo console tier list. I would probably put the Switch in S. I think it's proven itself to be an S personally.
Yeah.
Other than that, I'd probably move the Wii down. I feel like the Wii is like an A or a B console for me. The Wii U is probably like a C. Like I'm surprised we put it in B. Like that is high. Okay.
Yeah. Why is he an F? Get my boy. No.
Why is Virtual Boy? Yeah. Other than that, looks okay. Okay. Pixar movie tier list. Lightyear in S. What?
What?
That is okay. I have not seen Lightyear, but that is no way that's an S tier.
All I'm thinking now is that like we've done so many of these, and these would take so long because we would debate so much shit. Yeah. Is that we started getting delusional and started just like throwing shit.
Dude, apparently we did. What? Onward and A? No. That is like a B tier at best, dude. I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm getting so into this one.
Cars 2 in Cars 2.
Cars 2 in Cars 2. That's fair. Good dinosaur in D. That's fair. Brave is not B. That Brave is probably like C or D. Turning Red was kind of mid. I don't know. This is a flawed one, dude. We got to redo this one. No. At some point. Anyway, MCU. I don't think you were here for this one. I think we made this one in the one that you might have wildly different takes from what we have here. And we also made this one in the beginning of 2023, so obviously this is outdated, but yeah. I haven't seen all these movies, so I don't really know. I feel like Infinity War. Where's Infinity War? It's an A.
Or the Dark World. Or the Dark World should be in D.
Yeah, I heard that one's pretty stinky.
Why is Guardians in B?
Yeah, I was gonna say Guardians is probably A for both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's not a single Guardians movie, or like even like some of the Guardians off shows that they put on Disney. I watched all of them, and I thought they were all pretty good.
Yeah.
Civil War, definitely. Avengers, definitely. Thor Ragnarok, definitely. Winter Soldier, definitely. Endgame, and... Okay, who the fuck put Age of Ultron in S tier?
That was like... I remember we did this with, like, Cody, Grace, and Rachel, and I feel like Grace or Rachel advocated for that.
I feel like Rachel.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That's like, yeah. Anyway, okay, moving on.
Like
Anime tier
I
list.
think it would be like A tier. Oh, that's right. I remember
I
this video.
have nothing to say about this.
One Piece. Yeah, Your Name. Silent. That's right. Me and Quentin all agreed that the tearjerkers were fucking top tier shit.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Yeah, no, I still pretty much agree with. I mean, I don't agree with the C ranking on Attack on Titan. I don't think it needs to go much higher.
Yeah,
I think it could. I think it could like have like a nice steady B plus.
yeah.
Um, and
Yeah.
Tokyo Ghoul.
Okay.
But I think there was like I think if I remember correctly, there was a couple things that I just settled with Quentin on because I was just so happy that he agreed on Bleach being better than I thought he would put it, and then agreeing
Yeah.
that tearjerkers were good shit.
Right. Yeah.
So,
Dude, I think to date, this is like one of the longest chit chats. That's all I remember is this one just being a long one. Yeah. Anyway, modern day music. I don't think you were here when we did this one.
nope. Oh, I don't even want to deal with this. Why is Eminem in C tier? Who the fuck put Eminem on the same goddamn level as Justin Bieber? A motherfucker's gonna die today. Who put Ed Sheeran in D tier? Move the fuck on. I'm about to start saying things I don't want to say anymore.
Okay. Soda tier list. This one was just me and you.
That's right.
So,
Mexican Coke. And what the fuck is that? I can't see what that one is.
which one? The next one next to Mexican Coke?
Yeah.
This is Baja Blast.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Jack
I would put
Brooks,
Dr. Pepper in S. I love Dr. Pepper. That's like my go-to.
Yeah, I would too. If this was just us, why the fuck did we not put Dr. Pepper in S?
I don't know. Maybe you know what? Maybe I was like feeling a little sick of Dr. Pepper at this time because I like drank too much of it or something. I don't know. Other than that, this one's okay. This one's okay.
Some of the things we did, like why is Mountain Dew just in Mountain Dew?
I don't know. We were just feeling a little goofy that day, I guess. And finally, cutting the Smash Brothers roster in half.
This video was so fucking annoying. I walked away for a good time. I remember this.
What was annoying about it? Was it just because it took so long?
No, because I had shit I had to do, and we were taking so long that I had to went and I ran like 3 and came back, and you guys had only done like 5 characters.
Dude, I don't know what to tell you, man. That's just how it goes.
The only thing I would disagree with it would be Sora and Mithra and Pyra, and I think that might just be because they're like some of my favorite characters to play.
Okay, but you can't deny that Pyra and Mithra are like not that relevant. I feel like I don't know.
Oh come on, where's the fucking Xenoblade love? You fuck
Xenoblade. Yeah. Have you played every Xenoblade game, Brennan? Are you a big Xenoblade fan? Yeah, that's what I thought. Anyway,
I've only played Chronicles and the which one has my Pyra and Mithra in? Is that
2?
3?
That's 2.
Is that 2?
That's 2. Yeah. Well, regardless, that's going to conclude this episode of Chit Chats. Thank you for being here, Brennan. I know that was like kind of a weird little segment I wanted to do, but I thought it would be fun. But yeah, and thank you all for watching. Hope you guys enjoy season 4. I got a lot of fun episodes planned. Brennan, thank you for being here. I hope to see you again. Yeah, the Elden Ring. Yeah, that's
it's been open.
That's just great.
This whole time. If you listen closely, you can hear them playing in the background.
I'm sure you can go back and listen for it, audience. Yeah, it's an Easter egg. Ha ha ha. Anyway, we'll see you guys in the next episode of Chit Chats. Peace.
What?